Supra Games and Unreal bring us
Supraland.
I thought they were going to combine it and give us Supra Real.
Oh my god.
Okay, welcome to Supraland. And do not worry about that thing in the lower right. Their Kickstarter for Supraland 2 was successfully funded.
Hooray!
Yay! That means this video is dated.
Nah, so I'm excited for the sequel to this game because I did have some fun with that. Go ahead, James.
So what is this Supraland?
Supraland advertises itself as a very literal sandbox, open world exploration game. It's very much similar. It says, when you look up on this official Steam page, it says it derives a lot of inspiration from Metroid Prime, Zelda, any sort of Metroidvania in general. Oh. Okay. Let's go out on an adventure.
So I have to say, starting off, this is a very articulate little passion project from a grade schooler.
Yeah.
In his sandbox of all things.
We're out of water. Listen to Daddy. Okay, all right, Mom. Please help.
Can you talk to
so
all
of the red villagers, we've lost water. Let's go down the warp pipe.
Well, okay, I mean, I guess that kind of comes with the territory of being literally on a sandbox.
So we got ourselves a sword with which we can break crap.
Nice.
And that's our main means of combat. And
it doesn't even look like you're actually attacking with a sword. You're literally just shoving your fist out like you're punching it.
We're punching with a sword.
Totally didn't sound like Mario coin sound effects.
Oh, we're totally not going to be hearing that everywhere. A game by David Munich. Get out of here, skeleton.
I do have to wonder how much money the kids had to steal from his parents just to make all this.
To put all the
those bags
the fact that this is... Oh, those are red berries. If I ever take damage, they'll heal me up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a giant fire pipe.
And that's how all the super citizens are made.
Yep. We gotta just close off that fire pipe, and then...
And if we just discard the rest of it. And in essence, it kind of makes those look like they're just hollowed out husks.
Right.
Yeah.
And you do have to be, and like as I'm showing here, this is definitely a game where you want to check every corner and nook and cranny to find a lot of secret chests. Whoa! All the coins.
God, that is the goddamn Mario coin sound effect.
Into the fire pipe. Yeah, all the secrets are everywhere, and I think there is actually I want to say at least over 150 different 150 chests, or there's a lot. There's so like I said, kind of like a Metroidvania in that you'll find upgrades to your weapons, upgrades to your wallet, upgrades to your health, such as this.
Ooh. So wait, is this supposed to be like... You say this is a Metroidvania. I should also ask, considering this is essentially a sandbox experience, would this also be considered something of a roguelike?
Okay, I apologize. Maybe I shouldn't have said sandbox in that regard. I don't mean for it to seem like it's like a roller coaster tycoon or some sort of sandbox.
Or a Binding of Isaac sort of thing.
No roguelike elements of that at least.
And I assume that the overall dungeons don't change every time you play them.
Oh no, they don't.
Okay, so it is literally just it is a straight up grounded experience.
They're breaking our water supply.
Well, why?
Let's go back and tell the folks. Blues.
Oh no.
Go to Blueville and talk to their king.
We're literally reliving that one episode of The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, we're gonna be diplomatic.
Taking to its logical conclusion.
I want more movement speed. Thank you. Jeez. Bring golden barrels. So, if I bring golden barrels to the shop, I can unlock new things to buy, which I'm gonna need a lot of things to buy as I move around, and we can upgrade.
Breaking people's houses.
I want to get all the goodies.
I'm the hero. I have total clearance to look in everyone's houses and take their shit.
Mix green leaves with water for more health. I'm down for that. Let's get some water.
That's a sponge, not a leaf, though.
Nope, but it'll get us the water I need.
Clever.
Alright. Thank you.
Dope.
It's also really heavy right now because it's all full of water. Then I will bring that up to the juicer. Drop it in.
Into that juice.
Now we just need green leaves. Hey, green leaves.
Come on.
Get me some leaves. Oh,
Perfect.
I mean, it's good to see it's that simple.
juice it, and done. Yeah, so like this game has a lot of fun little puzzles. Come on, more health. Nice.
Not bad.
So yeah, it has a lot of little puzzles. It took me forever to finally 100% this game, but talk about eraser. The game has a lot of fun little quirkiness to it, and I've been really enjoying that, which is why I'm looking forward to a sequel where they would have the freedom to put a lot more into it that they wouldn't have, since I don't think the first game was crowdfunded.
The freedom to put more into this stinky little sandbox.
I need a crystal to match that. We have some crystal. Oh, here's a crystal. Perfect.
I think it's just. Oh, okay. From what I think, those just look like they just look like the straight up street lamps, and they're just crystals.
Color's wrong. Okay.
Oh, seriously? Well, that was a waste.
We need to find something that can can change the color of it, which fortunately we have right here.
Yay.
What's this?
It's a paint machine.
Oh.
Ta-da!
Good to see that just a simple coat of paint is enough to change its properties.
The game really does reward like experimentation and like trying out new things and stuff.
So basically, it encourages you to think outside the box.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
But we're in the box.
It looks pretty interesting. I like the. I'm not quite sure if I could say art style because it's nothing like too distinct, but it looks nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I believe this game is on Switch, I think.
Is it?
Let me check. I know I was playing this on PC. It uses Unreal 4. Let me look up this now.
I mean, if it is on Switch, then, I mean, this does look like a pretty decent game to play on it. In fact, honestly, well, actually, I shouldn't even say anything about stability, because I mean, whether it's stable on the Switch or not is another thing, because I still think back to the freaking other game we did a while back called Away. And, I mean, that game, for what it was worth, was fine up until I tried to go to the desert area, and it just keeps on crashing every time I do. So,
I was about to say, like,
nuts to them.
It should be fine if it could run Spyro Reignite, because doesn't Reignite run on Unreal as well?
It does.
Okay.
Which, I'm pretty sure by the time this video is up, that port should be up, but, well...
Nice. Okay.
We'll know for sure how well that port is once it does come out then and there.
Alright, my
Hopefully
bad.
I'll be able to buy it by then.
My bad. It's only on Steam and... Hey! On Steam and on GOG.
Okay, so it's a PC exclusive thing.
For now, maybe they could get maybe they could get a console release.
I mean, that wouldn't hurt.
I think this game would work really well on. Did that go through?
I mean,
I think this game would work very well on Switch.
I mean, honestly, you'd be surprised at the kinds of surprise PC only stuff that sometimes pops up on the system. Like, okay, I don't know if I would call this PC only, but recently Pix the Cat was put on the system. And,
oh yeah, I heard about that.
And then there's, of course, the great Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger, that's going to be coming to the Switch thanks to that successful Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, no, that thing went like far more. That thing went far better than I thought.
It literally just smashed its own goal within the first 2 days.
I thought it was gonna be similar. I know there's another game like this. Hang on, I'm gonna cheese the system here real quick and use this barrel to platform up into this secret room. Crouch.
Secret area.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm down for that. Open the door.
Also, I do love how their beds are all erasers.
Yeah, it's like I do like that. Okay, the brick houses notwithstanding, I'll just assume those were part of a model. But I like also going to cheese the system here again. I'm going to weigh this down to get another barrel.
Ow!
But I do like that they approach this of how would a kid make this look? Sword range, nice. All right, and that. But anyway, what was I saying? So, yeah, no, I thought Tasmanian Tiger was going to be very similar to. I know I've tried funding Kickstarter games like this before, where like it'd be like, oh, we're going to bring a classic game back. Ooh, health regen. Let's get the other barrel first. Like they would say, like, hey, we're gonna take this old thing that was pretty fun and bring it all back, but it didn't. But I've had a couple times where it didn't work. So seeing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger succeed so like freaking like flawlessly was really nice.
It just goes to show that people still love that franchise, even if it was in essence just another typical 3D platformer.
Crap, I need 4 more points.
I mean, honestly, it makes me wonder, like, maybe if they took that Kickstarter a step further and just maybe ask for more money and just go the insane route with Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, which would be freaking awesome for the record.
Well, I can say right now, they've already almost reached 60,000, and at 75,000 is when we reach our first stretch goal.
Okay.
What's that stretch goal again?
The first goal would be... Oh, I went...
Oh.
Okay, we need to get... Force cube to get the barrel out. Okay, we need to get that force cube. I just need... Oh, and I have enough coins.
Oh, well then go grab that force cube.
Hang on, look at him running.
Now I'm just wondering where the heck the kid got these little skeleton baddies.
You see those in, like, the old, like, freaking, like... Oh, hang on. Now we got our new power-up.
You see them in straight up, those...
Like Fisher Price. Like, I remember having an old Fisher Price medieval, like, game that had, like, skeleton guys.
Honestly, you say Fisher Price, I was also thinking something along the lines of those gumball dispenser type toy dispensers that you literally insert a quarter into, and you get a cute little toy inside a ball.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha machines.
Oh yeah. I also apologize if the first person movement's a little bit disorienting, as I'm running around like kind of moving fairly quickly. That's how I usually play my.
That's pretty much mouse controls for you.
This is how I usually play my FPS games, and that's just more health. But yeah, so Force Cube is our first big power-up that we get, which allows us to basically just create a little platform. We'll get other...
So it's kind of like your favorite Zelda item in all Zelda.
Yes. The great Kane returneth. So and with this, I can stop the barrel from falling in the lava until I'm ready to pick it up. Other such powers that you'll get in this game will involve everything from... Here you go. Will involve everything from getting, a triple jump to a new kind of weapon, an item that allows you to magnetize to metal surfaces, one that lets you chain. There's our double jump. I need 30 more coins. I'll get like a grappling hook. Like, there are a lot of cool little abilities, and I appreciate how well it did. Like, if you really look at the plot's very small, but they put a lot of nice fun side stuff in it.
Yeah, this seems like one of those games where they what they make up for with a lack of an intricate story, they make up for with more so world building and overall character interactions.
And as we'll see later, a kind of a odd little sense of humor with referencing a lot of things and odd little like mechanics.
How guilty would you say this game is when it comes to referencing pop culture, if at all?
Yeah, you'll see a couple in this game, in this demo, in this link. Oh yeah, I guess I should talk about the contents. Oh, I need to open the switch up above. I guess I'll explain what I'm doing. Why this look ad's a little bit longer. What I'm doing is I already own the full game, but what I am showing off is I'm showing off what. Oh dear, is that dog okay?
I'm gonna take care of the dogs real quick. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Alrighty.
I was gonna say what I'm showing off here is another thing I appreciate about the game. No, come on, shut the. I want to keep the door from closing. Almost.
Gotta get a little closer, Jim.
Almost.
That should do it.
Nice.
Just barely.
What did I get here? Health regen. Nice. Anyway, so what I'm showing off in this look at is what is the estimated length of the demo. This game does come with a demo, which I always appreciate. I think more games should have demos, especially if they're from franchises that aren't too well known. It allows people to get an understanding for what your game's about.
Honestly, I mean, aside from that, I kind of appreciate when games actually have demos before the game's even out, just so you'll know if this is something you really want to buy once it's out.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like I like the chance. Nice. I like the chance to be able.
And apparently, Steve got so bored of this little sandbox project that he has to go out and help out his aunt with dinner.
No worries. I'm sure we'll just have to carry on with this. We can do it. It's fine.
Carry on the adventure.
So, I appreciate having a chance to be able to like understand, because I probably would not have liked this game had I not had the chance to, be able to sink my teeth in and understand what I was getting myself into.
A thought just crossed my mind in considering this game, or hell, maybe just something they could have implemented in the sequel. Like as we saw before, this all takes place in a sandbox. Mm-hmm. And, well, I mean, yeah, it's mostly comprised of toys and structures and whatnot. This kid probably bought it at his local Toys R Us. Yeah. Considering we're technically outdoors, imagine if at some point or another, like a random woodland creature just pops in just to muck everything up, and it's your job to shoo it away.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Like a
Or
freaking, like a squirrel just pops in out of nowhere and it just starts nutting on everything.
Don't use that word. Like
Well, nutting for anything.
Gotcha.
Looking for nuts.
Right. I could see like a cool like step up for this game would be if like say maybe as opposed to taking place in one kid's sandbox in his one backyard, maybe the next game has this like they've now set up an entire like, you know, play pretend kingdom in this entire like playground, so it doesn't seem like it's too big, but for you know, relatively for these little guys, the world's something like 10 times as big.
So basically, it would all take place at a playground at a
just a neighborhood playground.
Yeah, neighborhood park.
Yeah, I could see that being a cool
or heck, maybe even freaking recess.
Fast food play. Yeah, it could be a schoolyard. They could do that. That would probably make sense. Okay, I'm just gonna go from secrets. Yep, just gonna take that aside. Other things that I would applaud this game for is one neat little thing with its demo is that they have a neat little feature. Stop the fire. They have a neat little feature that if you buy the game after trying the demo, the save file is kept in the same location, so you are given the chance to save whatever progress you made in the demo, which is a genius little way to like incentivize picking up the game after they've already taken the time to, you know, play some of the game.
I feel like most games that do have demos pretty much have that feature nowadays. Like, I feel that might be the case in at least one other game, to my knowledge. I know I think that's definitely the case with Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that had a demo.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I need to give that a look-see. Millennial character notwithstanding, I've heard pretty good things about the game.
Yeah, it is a step up from the first game. My only real beef with it is that maybe it's just because it was handled by a slightly different development studio. You could sort of tell that there were some changes here and there between the two, like the frame rate's not quite as solid, and there's the occasional technical hiccup, but otherwise it does improve a lot from the original. Like the fact that you actually have a dash button and your weapons don't fucking degrade over time.
Oh, I didn't know that was the thing that they did.
That was a thing in the original game, and well, I mean, it's pretty much something they got rid of for the sequel.
Okay.
And honestly, I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Dragon Quest Builders 2, I mean, save for the weapon thing, honestly does feel like they took a lot of cues from Breath of the Wild.
Really? Like with cooking and stuff?
It's just the overall feel of the game. Just feels like it caters more to that kind of style. Especially like later on in the game, you also get your own parasail or paraglide.
Oh yeah, I remember that actually. Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you can already run faster just by holding down a button and have a stamina meter to go along with it pretty much says a lot.
Right. I mean, like that. I've known that to be a thing since even like. Goodness, Al. I mean, like Skyward Sword did that. Dark Souls did it. I know a couple of games have had like stamina meters like that.
That is true.
Heck, technically, I think Dark Cloud had something similar to that, where you had to equip an item, but using the item allowed you to move faster.
Only thing I have beef with that game, and I understand there's some things they wanted to carry over from the original, but they also brought back the hunger system.
In Builders 2?
Yeah, in the original Builders it was there. In the second one it's also there. I think this time though, instead of outright hurting you, I think it just disables your ability to dash, among other things.
Right. Okay, so I see. So it's more like an encumber. It's more like it makes you more encumbered rather than like it wouldn't like actually kill you, would it?
I don't believe so, but I haven't really tempted myself to try that.
Okay.
Honestly, I do need to get back to playing that game. It's just that there's so many other games that are pretty much on my bucket list right now, and I just haven't had the time to really come back to it outside of
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, laddie. Poor laddie, he just made it, but then died within 2 feet of the chest. I'm taking this. Poor Avenger died while fighting
Too
a
dangerous
silly
to...
green hat.
Like he said, it is dangerous to go alone.
So yeah, we get you can find a lot of adventures. You can find a lot of little Easter eggs. It's really just a collectible thing. Oh, we're back here. You can find a lot of collectibles in the world like that really don't mean much except for achievements. I found everything from I guess I'll get more damage. And
in hindsight, I
more
realized
regen.
because in hindsight, just looking at this entire village, it all looks like it's supposed to be your simple medieval thing. Then you just got a shopkeep who's literally wearing a business suit.
Yeah. Okay, I need to be able to take out that red thing, but I don't know how I'm intending to do that. That's a fast travel. Like, that's the thing, I will give this game credit. There's, like, almost no loading times because it's just all one big open world, and you use those little bounce pads to get around the place so quickly.
I'd imagine the only load time you get in this game is just starting the game up, and it has to load up everything.
Yeah, that's the power of the Unreal 4 engine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can find a lot of cute little Easter eggs of those quote-unquote fallen adventures. Everything from taking He-Man's sword.
Oh,
Why not? I think they call him He-Guy. You can take health bar finally. No, yeah, this one just represents my health as a bar now. What else? I know actually of all things that threw me for a loop is you can actually find Guybrush Threepwood like passed out on the floor, and we take Murray from him.
He actually took a sip at that grog and paid the price.
And so we take Murray from him.
Fucking Murray.
Yeah, they actually have Murray in this.
Does he also yap like nothing else about how evil he is?
Nah, it's just a normal skull. I know you can find like Ash Ketchum, you can find like Luke Skywalker. Like the game wanted to have like a little cheeky nod. Like it definitely is trying to set the fact that it's not meant to be taken super seriously.
Oh yeah, no. This is just this is literally just a child. It's just a kid having fun on his playground with all whatever toys he had on hand.
Right, I can see that. Yeah, from that perspective, I could. Oh, excuse me. From that perspective, I can totally see that.
All I'm for some reason now, I'm just expecting somewhere down the road, you just go inside one of these dungeons and you immediately find just a giant glove with his glove action figure.
And then it's Glover.
Exactly. Or just the glove with my glove action figure, and it's just lying on the floor.
Oh, that's right. Oh, jeez, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that episode. So okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring this up as a topic because I've heard someone say I had this conversation with a friend, and genuinely, I mean, like,
Indiana Jones
belongs to the museum. Okay,
of course it does. Well, where's the museum in this Sandland?
I'm not sure. Also, I'm getting shot at, but I'm gonna open up a shortcut before I. Okay, now who's that guy shooting me? Because I'm gonna take him out. Hey,
it's that jerk right there.
In midair.
Well, it's also good to see that you don't suffer from fall damage.
No, actually, yeah, no fall damage in the game. You actually get some really cool abilities in this game that can let you like teleport around and stuff.
So, what was that thing you were trying to bring up earlier?
Yes. So I'd like to say that I'm a fan of SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like really thinking on it, I mean, SpongeBob seasons 1, 2, and 3 are usually a no-brainer.
Well, yeah, that's like the one that everyone agrees is the best of the bunch.
Season 4, hang on. Season 4 had a couple good ones, like Krusty Towers and stuff.
I thought Krusty Towers was season 5.
Was it? It probably was.
It might have been season 4 for all I care, but yeah, that was a pretty decent episode.
I forget if it was season 3 or not, but I think it also had that episode where Mr. Krabs was in love with Mrs. Pearl.
With Pearl? Oh, wait, Mrs. Pearl?
Oh, no, Mrs. Pop. Mrs. Pop.
Pearl's his daughter!
I'm going out of my mind here.
Okay,
Pop.
but no, that was a season. I think that was either a season 2 or season 3 thing.
Okay, so anyway, so on to the point before I make any more
Good old
misnomers.
Krusty Love.
So on to the point is, I like to say that I'm a fan, but ultimately I move and okay. Ultimately, I really only I mainly like season 1, 2, and 3 and the first movie because I haven't seen the second movie yet.
I will say first and foremost that the second movie is good. Like I would definitely recommend giving it a watch. It's just
okay.
It definitely won't. It's definitely not what I would call like the SpongeBob movie 1 killer. It's just it's a fun movie in its own right. But anyway,
which is fine. So so that's the thing. If someone made the same comparison with Simpsons, which is why I'm making the comparison now. Am I a fan of SpongeBob? If really, I only like less than half of all current SpongeBob things that are out there right now.
I personally think you could say you're a SpongeBob fan and only like the first couple seasons. I mean, honestly, especially if it's a franchise where it's almost universally universally accepted that it only was good for the first couple seasons, and only a few times afterwards did it spark a similar fire.
Gotcha.
Like I see nothing wrong with that.
The Red MacGuffin. It's basically where we get full-on Metroid Prime now.
Oh boy. But honestly, I would also say it's like saying you could be a fan of the Mario series and only like the 3D Marios.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I guess that is true. Or like, say I'm a Metroid fan, but I've usually stuck. Honestly, I've been more of a fan of Metroid Prime.
As sick as I am of people getting on 3D World's case just because it's not as good as what Odyssey ended up being, like, that doesn't mean you're any less of a Mario fan. Just you have different tastes.
And I think the two of them were still fairly good.
Oh yeah, no, they're both great games, just for different reasons.
And then this purple cube fell down.
Oh, there goes Jones.
I'm sorry. I think the block I dropped down knocked him out, and then
I need this more than you. This heat's really getting to my head.
Yeah. I'm okay. And I guess finally, speaking of SpongeBob, I am hopeful. Did they give an estimated release date for Battle for Bikini Bottom?
Nothing terribly concrete.
Hey, Breaking Bad.
But nothing terribly concrete. I think we're supposed to be getting some news about it soon with Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I want to say at the earliest, maybe mid to late 2020.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm down for that generation speed.
I'm honestly just curious to see how that game just turns out, considering it pretty much looks like it's outright confirmed they're going the full-on insane route.
Which I'm down for. So far the style looks good. I'm glad that they weren't. I thought they were just gonna maybe at most
just make it straight up HD remaster, kind of like the God of War or Parappa.
Or at the very most, if they still had the source code.
Oh yeah.
I would have also seen. I also could have seen if they still had the source code. I was also wondering if they were gonna just do something where we're just gonna upgrade it so it's on the same engine that SpongeBob SquarePants movie and that the SpongeBob SquarePants movie was on, as well as the Creature from the Krusty Krab engine.
I feel like there really isn't that much of a difference between them, just because, well, I mean, okay, in the case of the movie game, that literally came out just a year after Battle for Bikini Bottom, and I doubt there was much change beyond like the actual assets.
Okay.
And honestly, that does make me wonder. Like, I understand it would kind of be weird to try to rehydrate the movie game as well, just because it's based on a movie that's been out for a good long time.
Okay. Oh, and also may as well say that now that I'm about to reach the second door, I am fairly close, almost close to already nearing, like, I want to say at least a quarter of the way through the game. But granted, like, they start adding a lot more, and they have you do a lot more side stuff. And again, it's like, this is the kind of game where if you're just breezing through it, just grabbing just the bare minimum, it's not that long. But if you're really going for like the full, like if you're going for literally everything to look for in the game, that's where it can like really start padding out.
Dang it! I still need more MacGuffins.
Yeah, we need 2 MacGuffins, but. Otherwise, like, yeah, I think they had again, that's why, honestly, I still think Supraland has a cool idea behind it, and I genuinely had fun playing it casually, and I'm looking forward to the sequel now coming out sometime.
Here's hoping the sequel definitely goes off its rocker with whatever else it can put on the sandbox.
Aye. So, yeah, so thank you all so much for joining us. We'll catch hype up on everything that just happened, so join us for our next look at I Was Lucky Jack 20.
And I'm James Man Extreme.
And we'll see you later.
Till next time.